What's good, family? So mash that like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. So we got a developing situation right now as it pertains to Ryan, TikTok, Garcia, and Canelo Alvarez. The beef has escalated now. Again, I've got more videos coming soon on this topic. It's all been kicking off. I left it off in my last video, I think a few days ago, where Canelo aired out Ryan, TikTok Garcia, yeah, pretty looking ass, wannabe playboy looking ass, yeah, TikTok. Canelo aired him out and said, listen, you turn up to the gym, you think it's a big joke, you rock up, you do, you know what I mean, you prima donna wannabe ass, you prima donna TikTok looking ass. That's what Alvarez told him, aired him out, yeah, and Mr. TikTok, he big mad right now, he big mad, he down bad. The only promoter more down bad than Eddie Hearn from Down Bad Room Promotions is Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, Oscar De La Sniffer. 100%. Oscar De La Sniffer. Yeah, Oscar De La Sniff. Oscar De La Chapo. He loved the Chapo. You best believe that. Yeah, Oscar De La Chapo. He loved the Chapo. His favorite. Listen, Oscar De La Chapo. He number one. Yeah, people think that Oscar De La Hoya is Mexican, but it's not true. Oscar De La Hoya was given, around 15 years ago, Oscar De La Hoya was given, what's that word called? He was given an honorary, yeah? 15 years ago, Oscar De La Hoya, Oscar De La Sniff, Oscar De La Chapo was given an honorary citizenship to Mexico. Why? Because the country recognized him for the services he's provided, yeah? For the amount of coin he's sent back to Mexico for all the sniff he was buying by the truckload. Do you understand? Yeah? The Mexican government awarded Oscar De La Hoya with Mexican citizenship after it came to light that he'd been funding. He was the number one Sinaloa cartel funder. He was buying all the sniff. You best believe that. Do you understand? So people, YB, this is not good. It's not good seeing Oscar De La Hoya, a Mexican, going at another Mexican. Listen, Oscar ain't Mexican. He honorary. Yeah, he loves sniff. Yeah, that's the only reason he was granted citizenship, for the things he's done economically for the country. Because you best believe Oscar De La Sniff, he the number one financier. He the number one economist don in Mexico right now. Yeah, he making it all. He made the whole economy. Listen, Oscar De La Hoya single-handedly kept the Mexican economy back in 2008 when all the banks were going under. Oscar kept the Mexican economy booming, because trust me, he was sending the most finances back to Mexico for that white. He must have the white. He need the white bad. Yeah. So anyway, I've digressed. But listen, Oscar De La Sniff, he down bad, 100%. He down bad the most. He got one fighter, and that's Ryan Garcia. And I feel bad again. I feel bad for Oscar because he tried it. Oscar desperate, 100%. And a little while ago, about 2 years ago, in fact, he put a video out saying, oh yeah, I'm going to fight Canelo to settle the beef. And obviously, I'm not sure what happened to that. We'll tell a lie. We know what happened to that. Let's call a spade here. You're a man, and I've got to admit, I gave Oscar too much credit. I think even on this channel, guess what? When Vitor Ortiz, is it Vitor Belfort pushed Evander Holyfield's wig right the way off his head for him, yeah? Vitor Belfort pushed Evander Holyfield's bold slaphead wig right off. Old looking ass wig it was as well. Oscar stepped up and said, listen, it's not right what that MMA cuck did to the boxing general, Evander. I'm going to step up and handle that work. That's what Oscar said. Didn't no one ask him to start woofing? And I gave him credit saying, yeah, well done. It's a shame Mike didn't step up. Mike's a goofy ass anyway. Yeah, Mike should have been the one to say, you know what, I'll handle this, but he goofy. Yeah, he's Mike on some podcast Mike on some podcast smoking toad venom somewhere. Yeah, and no one interested in what Mike doing anyway. But listen, so Oscar stepped up, and I told people before, do not step up if you're just woofing. Do you understand? Just keep your mouth shut. I'm sick of woofers. Just be quiet. Let no one ask you to step up. But the fact that Oscar De La Sniff stepped up, I thought fair play to him, and I started giving him credit. Oh, well done. Yeah, you want to step up. You're gonna avenge boxing. Yeah, because trust me, the way that Vitor Belfort did Evander is bad for boxing. Yeah, that was a bad look for boxing. Pushed his old ass wig right the way off his head for him. I think I even lost some coin on that fight. I think I actually lost some coin, thinking that Evander were going to do something. Anyway, like I said, your man's Oscar de la Sniff started woofing 2-2s. I think he ends up posting a picture in hospital, acting sick. And at the time, I said, oh, well, look, at least he's showing proof. I think this was around the time that Errol Gyno Spence, was faking his eye injury. So I said, oh, well, at least Oscar's being honest and showing us proof of his injury. Well, 2-2s. Guess what? The fight never got rescheduled. Which means Oscar de la Sniff was shitting his pants about avenging the loss. Avenging Vitor Belfort's whooping of Evander Alderfield. Yeah, listen, bottom line is Vitor Belfort whooped the life. The last little bit of legs Evander Alderfield had is whooped out of him. That's dread. Yeah, it should be illegal to take the last little bit of legs the old man had. No legs left, and your man's Oscar de la Sniff was supposed to step up, and that's what we get. He ended up sick and go missing. What happened to that? What happened to rescheduling a fight? In fact, Oscar himself was sitting there woofing on the bed in hospital. Yeah, I'm going to come back, don't worry. What happened to that? Next thing we know, he talking about the video here. Oh, don't worry, Ryan Garcia and Canelo have a beef. We're going to do it at 160. Come on, man, you got to be joking. Ryan Garcia can't handle the bums at 130. How's you going to handle the guy who... Listen, Alvarez bust cheeks from 160 to 200 pound. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Alvarez ends up having a go on a heavyweight before this is over. Honestly, if Usyk ends up winning some things, I think Alvarez might get his wick out. I really do. I think Alvarez might just go up straight up there and dip his wick right in Usyk. That's what I think might happen. God's honest truth. So let's be real now. Let's call a spade a spade. What is TikTok? Yeah? What's Mr. TikTok going to do with the number one wick? You know what I mean? What is Mr. TikTok going to do with the number one wick dipper? Let's be real now. What's he going to do? TikTok? Yeah? What's he going to do? Make a video about it? And yeah, honestly, listen, there's more chance, or the only chance Ryan Garcia has of doing anything with Alvarez is making a video about it. You understand? He ain't gonna do nothing else. That's what he ain't gonna do. And the worst thing is, Ryan Garcia was questioned about this, and he goes, he kind of plays it off as if it's a possibility. That's how, isn't that mad? I swear down. Ryan Garcia plays it off like he don't wanna, he plays it off like he's gonna have some anticipation. Or, like, you know what I mean? As if people are sitting there actually... He leaves it, rather than saying, no, don't be silly. That's never going to happen, because I'm a TikTok star, and I can't even handle the bums in my own division. Yeah, I'm going life and death with bums in my own division. How am I going to handle the number one wick dipper in the whole... You know what I'm saying? Top 10 wick dipper of all time. Because, I'm sorry, but currently, Canelo Alvarez is certainly within the top 5. No one's ever dipped the wicks like Alvarez has. And yeah, this era's weaker, but either way, it's not his fault. It's not his fault that they're all moist and no one wants to fight. Yeah? So anyway, obviously, I don't blame Oscar de la Sniff. Listen, Oscar, he single-handedly carried and carries, he's to this day, yeah? Oscar de la Sniff single-handedly carries the Mexican economy on his back. He sent all them dollars straight to Sinaloa. You best believe that as well. Yeah? How do you think El Chapo afforded them expensive lawyers? How do you think he defended his case? That was all funded by Oscar de la Sniff. Yeah, 100%. He sent all them dollars back. All the dollars the Fed prints ends up in Mexico because of Oscar. 100%. All them stimulus checks you man got. All them stimulus checks straight to Chapo from Oscar. You best believe that, because guess what? You man buy pay-per-views, you man buy Alvarez pay-per-views, that pay-per-view money goes straight into Oscar Bank, and that goes to straight to Sinaloa. You best believe that. All them Alvarez big pay-per-views went straight over the border to Mexico. All them dollars, no doubt about that, 100%. All that stimulus, I'm going to buy some Alvarez merch. I'm going to buy an Alvarez pay-per-view, straight to Chapo. Yeah, from Oscar. Anyway, like I said, he down bad. Yeah, Oscar de la Sniff, he has a raging habit for sniff, and that means it's very expensive. So he desperate. He need this bad. He need Ryan Garcia versus Alvarez. He need to get Mr. TikTok's wig pushed back for some coin. He need it bad. So I can't even blame. When you're going through it to the extent that Oscar de la Sniff's going through it, you can't blame him, can you? Yeah, he's got a raging habit, and he's trying to get by right now. But either way, trying to get by or not, guess what? Rather than trying to whore your TikTok star out, why don't you go in there and handle the beef? Don't forget, people, Oscar de la Sniff was going to be paid a few million to beat Vitor Belfort. But he didn't want to do it, did he? He wanted to carry on woofing. I don't rate that at all. And I don't rate the fact that you're willing to get Ryan Garcia touched all over. Yeah? Oscar de la Sniff is prepared to get Ryan Garcia Me Too'd by Canelo Alvarez rather than go in there and get his own coin and avenge the sport of boxing. Yeah? Oscar going all the way through it right now, 100%.